Leonidas. Drops the stun and drops the full ult. Oh my goodness, look at the health bars. It's a quad kill.
Should find the kill. Lunara will clean up that fight. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It is going to be Soul Shield. You gotta be kidding me. And Raw to take the 3v1. Gets one. Looking for the second. Crispy is popping off.
It's like that Blizzard may connect with 4 people.
People, Lady Ronin! Oh my goodness, what a chat!
That was really good.
Oh, hello there. I didn't see you come in. Welcome to NGS Season 13. We're on week, what is it, 3 now? Wait, should there be numbers there? Hold on. Hold on, I think there should be numbers there. Who took my numbers away? Hold on, maybe it's just invisible until... Eh? Nah, beans. Oh no. Oh no! We hit scuff right away! Hold on. Hold on. I can fix this. I can fix this. I can fix this. Hi everyone. Welcome to NGS Season 13. We're in Division D East with the teams of LTK Skyfall, which should be just a little bit bigger. There we go. There we go. LTK Skyfall versus Brickhouse. I've done 0 scouting, so whatever these teams want to do is I don't know. I don't know what it is. Hold on, I gotta add an element. It's gotta be a text element. Score left. Alright. You get over here. Alright, new element. Text element. Score right. And you get over here. That looks better. Yeah. LTK Skyfall versus Brickhouse. Both these teams currently at a score of 0 because we have just started the evening. Okay, so in the ban phase, or the map bans, we have LTK Skyfall banning out Baraxis Holdout and Volskaya Foundry, Brickhouse banning out Sky Temple and Towers of Doom. And it looks like we're starting on to Infernal Shrines right away, so we'll get right over to that screen. As long as my game capture doesn't break immediately. There it is! Ha ha! And I have numbers over here, which is a good sign for things that are going right. Anyways, we're right into the draft here, so let's see what we got coming out of the gate. So currently in the meta, we've got Johanna and Regger, who are still some of the pretty hotter picks. Stukov is trailing pretty close behind. But there's always other things that can happen, like piloted Maiev can wreck somebody's day. So really anything can happen. And I know one particular pick on the side of LTK Skyfall because I scrim against them from time to time, and I know one of the picks that's going to come out. But we'll save that for later. First ban from Brickhouse is Garrosh. Don't want to get thrown because he's a big bully. Brightwing on the side of LTK Skyfall getting banned up because we don't want to deal with that. If you want to have an off lane, you got to get rid of Brightwing because she can warp to your off lane and just win a random lane that nobody else is in. Second ban from Brickhouse is Anduin, so we are skipping the regular Johanna. LTK Skyfall has a ban to make. They can ban either or Stukov. Okay, leaving both of the higher tier picks open, which is completely acceptable. First pick from Brickhouse is Johanna. I personally expect that. I think of the two, Rhaegar can have a bit more oomph, but Johanna plays very well into Rhaegar. First pick from Skyfall, we got Ragnaros and Varian. Probably a taunt Varian, because Ragnaros is typically in the offlane. Okay, this looks fun. We got Alex Straza getting picked up and Stitches getting picked up. Oh boy. Wait, are we going globes? Oh, guys, we might be going for globes. Get infinite move speed Stitches and Johanna with a button that heals her for 100% of her health. Next ban phase, we got LTK Skyfall banning out Vala. Last ban from the side of Brickhouse. What do we need? We need to get rid of damage dealer and a healer. Either one of those will do fine. All the meta heroes are gone. I guess you can get rid of Stuka from Malthael. Anna might not be too bad of a ban. For what the Brickhouse is rockin'. May. Another tank. Okay. I can get behind that. Last two picks coming out from the side of Skyfall. Like I said, healer, damage dealer. Healer? Wait, damage dealer. Leoric? Are we going all bruiser? Oops, all bruiser? Morales. Fun. I choose fun today. Alright, Brickhouse has two last picks to make. Probably two damage dealers or a damage dealer and some sort of weird thing. Maybe a Maev? Or a... what's the bird boy? Either of them. Zarya and Mephisto getting picked up. So only one true assassin on the side of Brickhouse. Same for... wait, is Ragnaros considered a bruiser or an assassin? Because he does put out quite a bit of damage. But very likely we're going to see a true assassin in this slot right here. My pleasure casting you guys. Azmodan, great on Infernal Shrines. Because of the dunks and all the goons he can set down and just so chaos, and macro is very important on this map, and he can put a demon in a bunch of lanes, get a bunch of XP, get some free push, you know, all the fun stuff you can do when you have an ability that can go in a different lane. Same with Ragnaros, who can also control. So Skyfall has a lot of macro pressure. Jesus, big macro pressure. Holy moly. Brickhouse has a lot of not as much macro pressure, but a lot of damage. They have setup, they have a wombo combo, and they've got Mephisto, who is typically pretty good at dishing out the damage. Alright. Getting right into this game. I love how fast that loaded. Let's get around to introducing these teams, why don't we? On the left side, in the blue, we have Nyx on the Morales. We have Bruno on the Varian. We got Your Majesty rocking the Rag. Torkin on the Leoric. And, of course, Captain on the Azmodan. On to the right side, in the red, we got Tater rocking the Mephisto. Shyborg on the... I forgot her name. Zarya. Shyborg on the Zarya. Zesty rocking the Stitches. No, Zesty on the Alexstrasza. And Little Sol on the Stitches. Oof. I practiced doing that. Did I miss anyone? Dizzy Wingman, of course, on the Johanna. I knew I missed one of you. Anyways, let's see what we've got going already. Yep, we do have globes. We don't have the additional globe talent from the Johanna. We have the Zealous Glare, which is, you know, it's a good talent, but it's not full meme, so I guess you can get into that. And right away we see an interesting strategy come out of Skyfall. We have two offlaners, one Leoric in the bot lane, and one Ragnaros on top lane. Johanna, inside of the Brickhouse, is going off lane, and we have main tank Stitches with the 4-man. This is a very interesting arrangement of teams, and I love every second of it. Mephisto, you're a little bit behind. Nobody waited for Mephisto. Now, Brickhouse is in a little bit of lacking of the wave clear option. Alexstrasza does bring a good amount of wave clear. Mephisto has a little bit. I mean, nobody's gotten the phenomenal Stitches. Okay, nobody has like a phenomenal amount of wave clear. They've all got like a decent amount of wave clear, which maybe that adds up to a phenomenal amount of a lot of wave clear. Oh, Stitch is getting a little bit low, getting a little bit chunky. Can he get to the thing? Oh, cannot body block Stitches out of that circle. And away we go. Big dunk coming from the Asma then. Asma is stacking the Gluttony, so he is looking for those hero dunks. Stitches is a little bit ahead on the Alexstrasza in terms of globules. Or globules. Oh wait, Mephisto with the globules? Oh my god, oh my god. Brickhouse, I love you so much. Come on, take it. Take it, Mephisto. Take the talent. I know it's on 4. Come on. Yes! Spite! There we go! We are going full globules tonight, except for Johanna, who didn't quite get the memo to the globule party, but that's fine because we have a whole lot of other globules. We do see Skyfall has already picked up their left side cant, and the Brickhouse is a little bit behind on that. And not a huge deal. A little bit of experience down, a little bit of pressure down. Being down a little bit of pressure is not what you really want to be against the kind of comp that Skyfall has going. Oh, Stitch is going for them hooks. Getting pretty close. In the top lane, let's take a peek at what we got going on in the off lane. We see Your Majesty bringing the pain to the Johanna. I don't know much about the off lane, especially with the Johanna off lane, so we'll let that just kind of happen. Alter activates in the mid lane, and we do see Skyfall has already claimed control of it. Oh, they're heading back to do their back camp. I always forget to do this camp. So I was like, alright, the objective's up. Oh, the Bruiser camp's up. Should have done that! Alexstrasza finished for Globe Quest. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, Asmodean getting a little bit caught up, but looks like he will be able to make it out just barely. Oh, Mephisto looking for the last little bit of damage, but Morales does show up just in time to get a little bit of extra healing onto the Asmodean to secure the getaway. Oh, there goes the dunk, and that's only going to get more painful as the game goes on. Varian finishing up the top camp. And 7's online for Skyfall. Brickhouse just seconds behind. There it is. Circle coming out from Alexstrasza. There's the globules. Popping for everybody. There we go. Oh, this is a little bit of chaos. Your Majesty on the Ragnarok's getting pretty low, but the healing from Morales coming online. Varian is online. Gets a taunt off, looking to just do a little bit of damage. The Leor causing chaos. But it looks like Brickhouse is getting the upper end of this, but Alexstrasza is fairly low, and being a health-based healer makes it a little bit rough, so it looks like she's heading back to tap, get her own safety circles going, yada yada yada. But in the meantime, Brickhouse is able to secure the objective. First Punisher going over to the side of Brickhouse. And Leor gets finished off by a Mephisto thingy. But of course, Ragnaros has his ability where he just presses the button and suddenly my fort doesn't take as much damage as it used to. Oh, big leap onto the Variant, but nobody's really around because Leor is being a pest onto this Alexstrasza, just making a beeline to the Alexstrasza, knowing, hey, wait a minute, if she doesn't have enough health, she doesn't have enough value to do her Q heal ability. Wait, she also went Life Blossom. Okay, so we're not going full circle build. We're going Q build with supplemented with a little bit of circle. Just a little bit here, a little bit there. Yeah. Just a wee little bit every bit ways. Variant is looking for a little bit of damage. Circle comes out. Stitch wants some of that speed. 4-man back in the bot lane. Dunk's coming out. Not quite able to land on anything. Bot camp is picked up by Brickhouse, and Skyfall will have to deal with that before it becomes an issue. But mid lane is happening. Johanna, is really low. Pops her D, is able to get out of there. Ragnaros gets, that huge hook on the Ragnaros, and that secures the kill. And that means off lane is off for a little bit. But it is still fairly early in the game, and Ragnaros should be able to make up that XP later on with some hefty lava waves. 10's coming online for Brickhouse. We have Lifebinder on the Alexstrasza. Durance of Hate on the Mephisto coming out. Oh, lands onto the Leoric. Oh, but not quite enough damage. Varian looking to get a little bit of peeling done, and that he did. There's Graviton Surge, looking for a little bit of damage on the Morales. Morales gets real low, pops her self-heal that she picked up at number 4. Damage is low. Mephisto is looking to get a little bit more damage onto the Morales, push her off, and securing a kill onto the Leoric. Leoric death doesn't mean a whole lot, but it does mean you have a little bit of free time to do whatever you want to. Getting a little bit of damage onto the Ragnaros. Big dunk, big pull, and that is a Ragnaros coming down. Lava Wave into the mid lane. Doesn't quite arrive in time. Is that March? What's March with the Black King? Okay. Map does seem to be in control of Brickhouse for the moment, securing their own camp, but it looks like Skyfall is going to be pushing in the bot lane while they don't see anybody. Or free, it looks like. Shrine is in the top lane, so Skyfall does eventually have to make their way up there. Meanwhile, Brickhouse is coming down to push these guys off their fort. Oh, Stitchy comes in with the Vile Gaston, comes out onto the Zarya. Looking for some damage. Durance lands onto the Asmodan. Big Graviton in the back lane to secure the getaway. Oh my god, Morales went with dropship. Get out of there! Oh, the dropship drops down, and that is a down dropship. Asmodan falls. Looks like Morales will be next to go out, and there's a heal on. Oh, get up! Anything onto him! Oh, so close. Varian just barely getting out of there. Oh, hey, it's the Arc. Does he get out of there? I think he does because he's the Orc and he has the E button. Oh, does he? He doesn't. He's down! That is the Orc going down. Meanwhile, we see in the top lane, we have Ragnaros just getting his for free. You guys go ahead and die down there. I'm just gonna get, most of this. But Brickhouse is basically a full talent tier ahead, a full level ahead, and that might make it a little rough. But like I said, Ragnaros always has his ability to put lava waves in other lanes, secure the macro control, and ultimately can delay the game until we got Asmodan fully stacked and stuff. But a big Durance of Hate lands onto the backline and followed up by a Gravel Bubble. Oh, trying to get a little bit extra quote-unquote healing with that Morales dropship. Doesn't quite get away. Oh, a huge hook onto the Varian, and there goes the Varian, and yet again, Lava Wave, just a couple seconds too late. That should be... Oh, huge Durance onto the Ragnaros, but what were we aiming for there? Oh, looks like Skyfall is looking to just in for the last couple of goons. We need just one more. Just one more. Oh my god, just one more. Just get a meatball in there. Just huck one at it. Just one more. Just get it. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Punisher going over to the side of Skyfall, right under the nose of Brickhouse. That was really unfortunate that they had to wait below 2 lives to secure that Punisher. This does give Skyfall the chance to get back into the game. They are on even talent tiers, but being a full 2 levels ahead is getting further and further from mid. Hey, Leoric, how's it going? Goodbye. We did use Lifebinder, but that is a 50-second cooldown, so the meaningfulness is that is not very. Offlane Johanna is in trouble and doesn't know it yet. There comes their goes to taunt. I don't think they have enough damage to kill a Johanna. Yeah, not with Falling Sword and Power Shield or whatever you want to call it. The cooldown of Falling Sword, that is 50 seconds. That's pretty good. And that will be a little bit more impactful at 20. Really, all Skyfall has to do, all they're looking to do is get to 20. But Brickhouse does have their own scaling with the infinite amount of globes that Stitch is getting. Brickhouse is looking for... Brickhouse is looking for a little bit of engagement. Durance lands onto the Varian. Varian is getting real low. Looks like he'll be the first to fall. Stitch is landing a huge hook on the Morales. This is a filthy amount of hooking I'm seeing. I don't like how this is going. But Brickhouse does get... No, okay, so that was already capped. Brickhouse getting their own camps, I guess. Getting to the bot lane, get some stuff. But Leoric, what were you doing back here? What's going on? Proxying the waves? I guess you can do that. Bot lane, you've got Brickhouse sieging the bot lane. Here comes Lava Wave to help push them off. Get rid of the minions coming out. Dunks coming out. Just a little bit more. Oh! Ragnaros does pop his Ragnaros form, but that might put him in a bit of a pickle. Asmodan, ooh, getting Graviton Surge. Should be it. Oh, a hook does miss the Ragnaros, and he does walk away safe and sound, but it is at the expense of a large demon of wrath, greed, gluttony. He's a demon of something. He's big. He's big. Brickhouse currently up 16. Skyfall not too far behind. Just a couple minion waves should get Skyfall back onto the same challenger and give them a reason to fight. And it seems like it should be before this next shrine pops up. I don't know the time. Oh, hold on. A lot of ganks are getting called out onto a Johanna. She is fairly low. There's a taunt, but no damage behind. And yep, there's the leap. You know, Brickhouse taking advantage of that and securing bottom keep. Oh, huge stitches hook onto the Asmodan. Morales doing her very best to keep this large lad alive with the armor and the healing, and it looks like it's coming online. Varian it does arrive, so does Ragnaros, but Ragnaros gets himself in a little bit of a Ragnaros is in attack. Oh, Leoric comes in, looking for a little something. Does get Durance and should be going down. That is Leoric getting annihilated. After death, I gotta say, this is not looking so good for Skyfall. Oh, big dunk coming out, landing onto the stitches, but not a lot to get out of here. There's the Lord of Hell. But isn't he like the Lord of Sin or something? Like Sin or... Because the Diablo's the Lord of Terror, right? You can't gank a Johanna. You can't gank a Falling Sword Johanna. Stop trying. She has so many buttons. Meanwhile, Brickhouse getting a free Punisher in the bot lane. Wait a minute. Hold on. What was I just saying? Am I wrong? Does it work out? It's looking like it's about to work out. Or maybe not. Okay, we're just, looks like Skyfall is simply securing the top fort, before heading back to protect against the Punisher, which should be arriving in right now. Here comes the dropship. Whee! That is not where you, okay, maybe that's not where you, maybe, hold on, guys. Now, wait a minute. Maybe that's not where you want to be. Didn't want that to happen. Leoric in the backline trying to cause problems. Yeah. Diablo's Lord of Hell. So Asmodan is the Lord of Hell? Like it's just hell? I thought it'd be like a concept of something. Anyways. Brickhouse doing a pretty good job. This might be game right here if they play their cards correctly. Maybe they don't even need to. Maybe they can just like throw their faces at the core and win. There goes Leoric. The other way isn't up for nothing. This is looking like game. Unless the rest of the team that just showed up can get some kills, push them off the core and secure it and defeat the Punisher. But it looks like that's not going to be able to happen because we're just killing the building. Guys, just right-click building. Guys, just right-click building. Alright. Game 1, going over to Brickhouse. Let's put the win on the board. Bow. Alright. Take a peek at these talents. Is my extension working? Ah, damn it. I thought I fixed the dang extension, but I did not. I did not fix the extension. Alright. Make sure I don't miss anything. Okay. Bah. Okay, let's take a quick look at this down. Life support, a cellular reactor, plating for those stuns and roots, which, probably got a lot of value, but, ultimately just ended up dying. EMP grenade, Johanna probably, Mephisto didn't take shield, so, well, Johanna and Zarya. Which is more bueno. And shield signature probably would have went for the additional shielding and killable button on 20, but, game done. This is a toned variant of good old Overpower, Victory Rush, Warbringer, Shattering Throw. Oh wait, obviously for the shields. In Banner of Dalaran. Ragnaros going for Sulphurous Hunger, Slow Burn, Hand of Ragnaros, Lava Wave. So Q build looks like. Leoric going for Consume Vitality, Ghostly Reach, Drain Momentum. March of the Black King, Ominous Wraith, and Royal Focus. Surprised to see March of the Black King. Usually you see Entomb. So I guess not a lot of value, just marching on the team. I don't know. As then picking up good old Gluttony, Battleborn, Art of Chaos, Tide of Sin, British Vanguard, and Total Annihilation. Build. On the side of Brickhouse, you get Johanna going for Zel's Glare, Eternal Retaliation, Conviction, Falling Steward, Blessed Hammer, Holy Renewal, Heaven's Fury. I would like to see the globe count because of all the Globus stuff that was happening, which I think is pretty funny and cool. But of course, Johanna's in the offlane doesn't get as much value out of the globe that Alexstrasza spawns with her level 1 quest. Did I miss it? Okay. Exuberance, Life Blossom, Mana Bind, Life Unbound, Overprotection, and Rite of Ritual of Life. So kind of a mixed mesh build here. Because you want to get value on the W, but don't want to not have Life Blossom. I get it. Zarya, maximum charge, give me 20 explosive barrier, graviton surge, unstable capacity, unstoppable competitor, grain train, and unyielding defender. I see the games there, so we're just gonna Furious Spark, Spite, Ghostly Armor, Endurance of Hate, High Hysteria, Static Field, Unspeakable Horror, and Stitches, of course, going for Hungry for More, Tenderize, Serrated Edge, Putrid Bile, Meat Hook, Pulverize, and Master Hooker, who is, of course, a Master Hooker. We're going over to the map screen here. And game 2, it looks like we're headed over to Cursed Hollow. So a picker would be Skyfall once again. And there we go. Those numbers look right. They look kind of... I can move you a little bit right there. Down the scoosh. Yeah. Down the scoosh. That looks better probably a little bit, maybe. Alright. Okay, so heading over to Cursed Hollow, a much more large map with some more macro dependency, or macro necessity. So Skyfall did have a pretty good comp in the last game that can just do tons of macro damage, basically instantaneous wave clear. That wasn't quite enough to defend against Brickhouse, just kill him. But yeah, good old Sky Temple. I do like this map. Having map control, having good old shrines. It is a classic map for classic heroes of the Stjarmers. Let's see. We did see Johanna get picked up relatively early last game, but she did get picked up as an offlaner. I think, if you ask me, I think main tank Johanna does bring a lot of power to the team. But I guess offlane Johanna also works. It feels unconventional, but maybe it just because it works out so well that you don't really get to see it a whole often. But maybe, I don't know. I don't think Brickhouse will run the same comp they did last game. It seemed to be kind of a fun little idea, like, everybody, let's get some globe talent heroes. Get some infinite stacking globe talent heroes. Which did seem to work pretty well. Especially Spite on Mephisto. Getting a bunch of infinite amount of globes with Spite for Mephisto does a whole lot of cooldown reduction like that. Like, Jason, that's a lot of cooldown reduction. Looks like we're going to be starting up right away here, just shuffling around the captain hats, making sure the correct people have the ability to ban or not ban. Not ban. Should be getting into this pretty soon here. Well, it's probably gonna see Ragnaros again. I do know Ragnaros is pretty strong on this map, just because of the large lanes, the lava waves, gets a lot of vibe because it can move a whole lot. What else did we see in the last game? A lot of stuff. I don't know. Um, what else did we see? Shh, nobody hear that. But yeah. Heading over to Cursed Hollow. So this is Skyfall's map, and they banned out. Yes, it does seem that Skyfall is picking more macro-intensive maps, having banned out Volskaya and Braxis, two of the more run your face at the enemy sort of maps. So maybe that their strength is in macro, maybe they think Brickhouse's strength is in micro and team fights. Did seem to do Brickhouse pretty well last game by just running at them and causing chaos and eventually defeating the enemy. Yeah. Yeah. This one. There we go. Hmm. Oh, okay, we got a little bit ready. We got some unreadies. Okay, seems like it's gonna be just a little bit longer. Let's get the music in here. Oh, okay, they're ready. Never mind. We'll save the music for another day. Three. Oh, okay. Yeah, Cursed Hollow. Brickhouse looking to take this to a victory. LTK Skyfall looking to get them all with a reverse sweep. First ban. Yeah, Brickhouse is the first ban. First ban, first pick. First ban going on to the Grey Mane. Interesting first pick. Could have been anything from last game, but I guess there wasn't anything that stood out to them. That was too scary. Skyfall. first ban. I would expect to see a Johanna ban, maybe. Certainly. There it is. Johanna is getting banned out. We didn't see Regger at all during last game, so I guess that's not really a threat. Wait, was it? Did we see him banned? I don't remember. Leoric getting banned out from the side of Brickhouse. I guess they didn't like how the Leoric was just running it down at them. It did not feel good. And there's a Stuka of ban coming out of Skyfall. Brickhouse coming in with the first pick. What are we going to see? If Garrosh. Interesting. First pick Garrosh from the side of Brickhouse. I don't know about that. I feel like Garrosh is a very counterable main tank to choose from, but so maybe we're going to see Garrosh in, I don't know, the damage slot. And a win variant.
Forge a great destiny.
And when I expect into a Garrosh, it makes sense because you can pull out whoever Garrosh decided to toss in. Variant is a bit more interesting. Oh no, I think I can see it, because if you get Shield Wall thrown in, you can survive a bit longer. You can charge to whoever's on the outskirts of the fight, probably Garrosh himself. And land a taunt on the backline target if he gets... Yeah, I can see it. It doesn't have a lot of peels for somebody else that gets thrown in. But there's a Reggar getting picked up from the side of Brickhouse. Interesting how the king has fallen. Reggar was first ban last patch, and I don't think they changed him a whole lot. Like, they did give him a little bit of a nerf, and he is just a little less powerful, but it doesn't seem to, like... He doesn't hit that much less hard, you know? But anyways, Vala getting banned out from the side of Skyfall. Yeah, that's Vala does pretty good into Reggar, especially if you have a Bloodlust, so you can pump up the Vala's speed and attack speed. And a little bit of free lifesteal never hurt anyone. Brickhouse banning out the Azmodan, that's a pretty good pick. Yeah, it's a pretty good pick. We saw him from the last game, and getting a bunch of dunks, especially on this map, would be a bit of a problem. Next two picks coming in from the side of Skyfall, I'm gonna guess we're gonna see a Ragnaros. Ragnaros and Zul'jin getting picked up from the side of Skyfall. Zul'jin's an interesting pick into this. You can Cassia. That's a blind for the Zul'jin. Zul'jin can stack off of Garrosh. You can also go with like the Q build and deny a lot of the Garrosh armor. I don't think it's worth it. I think you just go with recklessness, or yeah, I think it's called recklessness. Recklessness to just get a whole bunch of free. Hello,
the destroyer.
Guys, it's the destroyer over here. He's about to destroy some stuff. Definitely very interesting. Zul'jin can get a lot of the stacks to that. Variant can't taunt that. That's a pretty good setup. Skyfall does have... I would also explain the Green Man thing. And we have a Kael'thas pick coming in from the side of Skyfall. That is interesting. So Kael'thas does contribute to whatever the taunt of varying kill target is, because a lot of burst damage, yada yada yada. Living bombs, I don't think we'll get a lot of value. I mean, Reggar can keep people far enough away that he doesn't need to get right next to him to heal them. But the Deathwing makes things a little bit spicy. A little bit spicy with the Deathwing. Anyways, very excited to see what we're gonna get out of this. Is it gonna be a Bruiser? Oh, it might be a Bruiser Deathwing. That means we won't see a whole lot of conflagration value? Question mark? Wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. Wait, hold on. Nobody say things. Okay. Okay. On the side of Brickhouse, we have Steyaborg on the... Are you on the Passadar? Yeah, Shyborg on the Tassadar, Tater on the Cassia Dizzy Wingman, shaking that booty on the Deathwing, Little Soul on the Garrosh, Zesty on the Regar, and that's all of them. On the blue side for Skyfall, we got Nyx on the Anduin, Your Majesty rocking the Ragnaros, Runo on the Varian, Skyflare 1 on the Zul'jin, and Tarquin on the Pale Thas. Let's see what we got. We got Deathwing popping into what looks like probably will end up being ranged mode, but it looks like he's just gonna strut his little dragon butt up to the top lane already. Screw your 5, man. I'm going home. We are just clearing lanes. Oh, hold on, Skyfall. What are you up to over here? You don't have a hero yet. That's a large minion. There's a large minion right there. Yeah, get him, large minion. Ooh, shield wall on the Tassadar, looking to get a little bit of damage onto the not quite a hero yet Varian. Are we gonna see some actual rotations on this map? I don't usually see rotations on this map because it's tough to get from mid lane to bot lane and bot lane to mid lane in a timely fashion. Especially with the wave clear that's Skyfall. I don't think they're able to make that rotation. Are they? I have Kel'Thas. I don't know. I would just post somebody in the bot lane and not have to worry about it, because making that rotation is long and dangerous. Brickhouse picking up their bot camp, getting on that as soon as it pops. Probably, maybe, I wasn't really paying attention, which they should do, as the tribute is in the bot lane. Tribute in the bot lane, that's the lane you want to start in. I would have liked to see Skyfall start on their own camp, but, you know, some people don't really have the, they don't know. Or you forget. Nerves, you know. Skyfall rotation. That would be a good time to think about. Oh, there's Taunt. There is Taunt. KT looking like he's headed to the top lane. Yeah, there it goes. Picking up those giants. Want to hold those giants. Oh, Your Majesty beating the crap out of that Deathwing. Let's take a look at those talents because I forgot to press that button. Oh, look at that! This is Grievous for a build. Looking to shred the Garrosh. Just be like, hey, have that armor. How about you didn't? Let's hit you with a Q. Skyfall just setting up to clear camp. I saw that. I saw the team of Brickhouse peek into the Bruiser camp, making sure nobody was doing, which nobody was. Should they have invaded? I don't think so. I think it would have been a mistake. But Brickhouse is getting some free siege out of this. We see Deathwing is in the air, or here Deathwing is in the air. And Skyfall is in the position to get the cap. However, Deathwing is in the air. There he goes! Yeah, baby! Ooh, Garrosh getting so focused by the entire team, is walking away, but is extremely low. But it doesn't matter a whole lot because it's Garrosh and he has a lot of passive armor. Channel, Zul'jin trying to pick up that channel. Deathwing plants a circle under it, making it impossible for the next 6 seconds. Oh, big throw onto Your Majesty, a big pull from Your Majesty, or from Nyx. Good job, Nyx. Varian. A little bit caught out. Zul'jin trying to get some attack damage out there. Ooh. Deathwing fire coming out. And I'm looking for the builds. We might see Conflagration Deathwing, and it looks like Brickhouse will be able to capture this, especially with his Zul'jin going down. This would be the time to escape Ragnaros. Oh, looking for the delays. Ooh, Varian just barely doesn't get healed by the Anduin at the last possible second. I do want to point out that Skyfall is in a winning position as long as they can stall this without too many losses, as there is Giants pushing in the top lane, getting some free wall damage. Well, there's a pull onto Your Majesty and throw from Your Majesty, and pull is most certainly down on the Anduin, cannot quite secure the getaway, and it looks like that will be... Oh, Zul'jin getting the delay, but at what cost? And it looks like the cost is his life. Is it his life? Nobody's attacking him. There we go. Rhaegar's attacking him. And there you go. Brickhouse gets the channel. Deathwing has decided to fly off to the mid lane, and there he goes. That is a lot of value that Skyfall got out of it. However, it did put them at a massive experience deficit from all those hero deaths. Let's see how much hero deaths they had lost from that. I can never remember which button it is. Alright. Yeah, 2,000 XP in terms of hero deaths. 2,000. That is quite a bit. Brickhouse looking for a little bit of gank onto the lone Anduin in the bot lane. He cannot pull himself. I think his pull is up. Oh. Oh, Anduin. Oh, Andy. Oh, Andy, my pal, my friend, my bud, my confidant. It was a ruse. It was a lever trap this whole time. We get a gank going on. Tassar goes down. But Garrosh does get out. Because he's Garrosh. Anduin in the bot lane. Oh, look at my frail little body. I'm just a lone healer. Don't hurt me. But the entire team comes down with like a rock. Anyways. We got a gank going on the record. Bye, Rhaegar. 60% win rate. Yes. Take a quick peek at some of these more interesting builds. I do like to see the commitment to the Q build. If you're playing Zul'jin and you take Q1-1, you best take Q1-4 and Q1-13. Is there a Q1-13? Or is it 16? I think it's 16 actually. Hey, it's Skyfall on both these teams. Oh, huge stun from the KT. But there's not really anybody to follow up. Ragnaros is in the bot lane looking to get some free value, and looks like Skyfall will just be simply giving up this camp, which is smart because tends to come online for Brickhouse. We have Ancestral Healing, Bellowing Roar, Valkyrie, Black Hole, and Decimate. Decimate you don't see a whole lot on Garrosh. But it's fun. What's going on in the top lane? Is that one? What tens are online for Skyfall? We see Light Bomb, we see Warbringer, okay, we see Lava Wave, we see Taz Dingo, and Pyro Blast. A little bit of scuffle in the mid bush, and wait a minute. Where did... What? Who... What? Over here? I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Zul'jin getting picked off in the top lane when Brickhouse takes the opportunity to take a free boss. Skyfall, what do you do in response? We get Soak. Well, that will be a boss over to the Brickhouse, and Skyfall will need to figure out a way to deal with that in a bit. Oh, they realized it just like several seconds too late, nearly a minute. However, it looks like Brickhouse isn't really going to... Actually, that's a ton of damage. Wait a minute, I forgot that was Zul'jin. I forgot Zul'jin can just, like, throw axes. I forgot that was his whole thing. Deathman, you are in trouble, my man. he nearly got it. He nearly got it. They do give that up in exchange for Curse and Boss in the top lane. So this is a dead for. I don't care what you say. I don't care how fast you get up there. That one's gone. Let's see. Where's everyone going? We got a lone tank in the mid lane. There you go. Get the minions on that. Top lane pushing. With the boss. Nope. I think we can push with the boss. Get some fort damage. That's pretty impactful usually. But it looks like Brickhouse is just electing to get as much damage across the board as they can. There is a boss in the bot lane they're kind of ignoring. Valkyrie coming out, does they land on anything? That is not phenomenal. 13's online for Brickhouse. We most likely will be seeing configuration on that. 13's online for both these teams. There's your Majesty popping the fire form. There's the stun onto the... Oh my god, Garrosh nearly dying, but a huge Ancestral lands on him. Zul'jin unkillable, looking for it to get that damage out there. Oh, but gets finished off by the Castia in the Tassar Black Hole, and that is Zul'jin down. And Brickhouse is up. They do lose their bottom fort because they ignored that boss. Deathwing is pushing in the bot lane, trying to get some fort action going on. But he doesn't have a ton of siege damage. And Varian is there to shove him off. Get off of my fort. 4-man push in the mid lane from Brickhouse. LTK Skyfall looking to get a little bit of damage out of that. Ooh, Brickhouse. We're looking for a Varian death. Is that what we're doing? Hey, it's everybody! Get out of there, Varian! No! Anduin looking to get a pull out there. Does he have time? Does he have time? Nope. Bye, Dad. Bye, Dad. Oh, lava wave in the bot lane. So it looks like Skyfall will be in a position to defend this. There's Valkyrie, does land on the Anduin, but gets blocked by the building because that's the thing that happens. Stun on to the Zul'jin. Zul'jin gets thrown in. Does he have pull? Pull is up. And Taz Dingo is not quite up. 4v4 defense, or 4v3 defense in the bot lane from Skyfall. So 4v3-5. Excuse me, I don't know how to count anymore. Not a lot is happening for the side of Brickhouse. They can't really push in, and there is a Pyroblast coming out onto the Deathwing. Does that kill him? Oh. That fight. Oh, Ancestral coming up onto the Garrosh. The Zul'jin popping Taz Dingo, trying to get a little bit more damage out of it, but cannot quite land it. Oh, but can we get the kill in the record? There's a Light Bomb, but the throw only makes it land on Garrosh, who is perfectly fine from that because of all that armor. Oh, and we're trying to get the last pull out onto Dad, but doesn't look like it's going to happen. The Valkyrie comes out, zoning the team from Anduin's father, and that is Anduin's dad. And something's happening in the top lane. That looks very interesting. Your Majesty does secure the keep from the Deathwing, and I don't think you're going to get killed, buddy. I don't think it's going to happen. But in the bot lane, we see Anduin's pull coming right back up, and he gets his friendly neighborhood KT out of danger. Brickhouse wasted a lot of time down there, but they are still at an advantage in terms of structures and experience. This seems likely to be another curse that Skyfall will have to give up. But they don't have to. Brickhouse is in the back, taking their own camps, securing the other stuff, saying, you know what, you guys can have this tribute. We don't really care about this tribute. And 16's rolling for both these teams, so this does put a lot of things on the line. Anduin getting the second charge, and Deathwing, I can see he's being a bit of a pest. You need to get on the other side of the tribute. There you go. You can do that probably once or twice more. Everyone channel. There we go, we got it. Alright, a big pull, second pull from Anduin. A lot of money in that. No mercy. Yep, that's what you like to see, especially against a Deathwing and a Garrosh. That'll do a lot of damage. On the other side, you do see Conflagration online. That, if you can land a good Q, that will basically delete the enemy team. And double, is that double up? Oh, season soldier. Double ups in 13. But yeah, is that the White Bomb? Is that? Huh, Living Bomb build. Who'da thunk? Brickhouse. Doing boss. Nobody's gonna really stop them. Boss is up in the bot lane, and it looks like Brickhouse is heading to that. Skyfall doesn't really have that opportunity. They kind of just got a grin and bear from here on out. They need to defend against this, defend against the boss in the top lane, defend against the boss that's gonna happen in the bot lane, unless they just go and fight them. But it will be 4v5 because Reknos is not quite here yet. Valkyrie does come out and miss. And right now, this is in a bit of an awkward position for Brickhouse because they are in the damage of the boss. Zul'jin is beelining for this Deathwing. Maybe should have came in from a different angle and does die. I don't know about that, Zul'jin. I don't know about that. Wrapping all the way around, looking to get some damage onto the Deathwing. I don't think that worked out for him. And Brickhouse, realizing the enemy team has left, decides to take the boss once again. It looks like they're going to get away with it this time. Skyfall securing more camps, needs to wrap up this map pressure, and look at that! There's the Ragnaros value. We get some catapult value in the top lane. We get not quite, no, it's not structural damage in the bot lane, but maybe we'll get it later. Boss is walking through here, gonna get some minions out of the way. Minions are gonna get like a half a tenth of a 1% off this boss. And Skyfall is here to defend against this. Luckily, with the macro pressure that Skyfall has with the Ragnaros, all these things give them a chance to get back into the game. Giants on top lane distracts Brickhouse. But it is slowly becoming more and more of an issue, and 20s are just around the corner for Brickhouse, so if they want to fight, they should do it really, really quickly. Yeah, oh. Yeah, this fight here might even be a little bit too close. Gotta make it happen fast, and there they go. 20s do come online. Does anybody pick it? 20s don't matter if nobody picks it. And there they go. Oh, Valkyrie coming out. Oh, there's Ancestral coming out. Second Ancestral coming out. Pull from Anduin onto the Zul'jin, and this is the poor situation. There's Pyroblast coming up on the Deathwing. Does fly away from him, but it is temporary. There goes Zul'jin. Varian getting super low. I don't think Anduin has another pull. He used all of them. And that is 2 down for the side of Brickhouse. So for the side of Skyfall, excuse me. Brickhouse is in the lead, securing this cursed object. And will be, looks like, pushing into top lane. Because the people here to defend are... there's not a lot left. Lava Wave comes out, that removes the minions and makes pushing a whole lot more difficult. And nobody can spawn things to get in there. Ragnaros becoming a building. Wow! Threw it onto the people. Oh, Ragnaros getting real low. Light bomb for the peels. Oh, there's the pull from the Cassia. Valkyrie doesn't quite land there. It seems like Anduin doesn't quite have another button to save him. And there he goes. Desperate Prayer did not quite land. Oh, but the Cassia goes down. And is the chase on? We're looking for a little bit here. This is a 4v4 with 20s. And that is an excellent... that is what you want to see from the side of Skyfall, but it looks like everyone but Skyfire is getting them able to back off. Oh, Zul'jin. Oh, Zul'jin. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, my dude, I'm sorry. Oh, pull from Anduin. Garrosh gets rooted. Does he get away? There's a wolf from Tassadar that secures the throw, and Zul'jin presses R, and here we go. Looking for stacks. Looking for damage. Deathwing going down. That is great news. Zul'jin is still alive. Gets focused on by the Regger. Anduin throwing a whole lot of heals onto our friendly neighbor. Throw a root onto Garrosh. Zul'jin still hucking away axes. Zul'jin does finish his quest now, so he's a second rotation of axes. And that is a great turnaround for Skyfall. Let's go. The curse, the tribute is up. Brickhouse may be able to channel it. Zesty trying to go for it, but we do have Skyflare already in position. So same with Rano. And this is a tribute over to Skyfall. First one of the game, I think. First or second? No, first. It's first one. Oh, Garrosh getting super low. There's Valkyrie lands onto the KT, and that secures the kill. But it is still 4v3 for the side of Skyfall, and they should be making something happen here. Maybe, yeah, maybe take boss. Maybe take boss. Take boss. Oh, Cassia is up. Garrosh is also looking for something. I don't think this is too wise from Brickhouse. There's Light Bomb coming up. Cassie gets picked on, and Cassie gets nuked. Boss is still flocking away the backline of Skyfall, but they should be able to deal with it for now. Deathwing is coming down. That makes things a little bit more interesting, but Garrosh, look at how much he can get away with. But Skyfall is back onto the boss and will be securing it. There's Deathwing trying to get some conflagration value, but does get chased away by Your Majesty on the Reghouse. Fear comes out from Deathwing trying to do the peel, press it a little bit preemptively, I think. That is a... oh! Ancestral comes out and secures the getaway on the Tastar. Second one coming out because of the 20 that he has selected. And now things are getting a little bit sketchy for Skyfall. It is still technically a 5v4, but life bars on the side of Skyfall are relatively low. But Tribute is up, and that is a powerful Tribute for the side of Skyfall, because Boss is already pushing. And it does mean they get it for basically free. Oh, but Deathwing's in the air. Guys. Deathwing. I swear. There we go. That should be the last one. There we go. Okay. Boss getting picked up while the tribute is getting channeled, which honestly, they're pretty good. I was normally suggest to delay the channel, but definitely already did that for you, so, I guess. Do I get to see who Zul'jin has his thingy on? His Q? I don't know. Scout power coming online. And it looks like Skyfall is just looking to push into the bot lane here. Pyroblast coming out. Landing onto the Deathwing. Does get about his quarter of his health out. Oh, there's Valkyrie lands on the Zul'jin. The Zul'jin does have Tazdingo up, so he can't hit that button whenever he feels like he's in trouble. There's Light Bubble coming out on the Zul'jin for peels, most likely. Does do peeling, and this fort should be going. This keep should be going down. Oh! A huge Ancestral onto the Tassadar, and Zul'jin getting solo with a negative 75 armor, gets blasted out of the sky before he can use his arc. And that's the entire side of Skyfall getting absolutely shredded. That boss is on the core, but it doesn't quite matter, does it? No, not quite a lot. That Ancestral onto Tassadar at the last possible millisecond saves the game, because if that didn't happen, I don't think they'd have the damage to turn it around. I don't think they'd be able to do that. Very spicy. That was looking like a good turnaround, but just barely didn't get through it. But this is not a loss by any means. Skyfall is still in a good position, especially with the map control that Ragnaros provides. Look, there's already catapults. They just cleared bot lane. There's already a catapult there. It's already pushing to the core. Skyfall looking to secure the mid-siege bruiser camp, maybe to push into this lane a little bit, get these walls down, get a little bit of keep off.
Core is under attack.
Deathwing in the back already dealing with these camps that just somehow keep happening. Alright. Next tribute is up here. Boss is up in minute 30, so no boss threat at this time. And Skyfall, like I said, has pretty good macro ability, especially with Ragnaros and some giants that are already pushing in the top lane. Mid lane Knights taken by Brickhouse makes it a good idea to go ahead and push with those, but it looks like Brickhouse is just sitting up again. There's a throw onto the Zul'jin. Zul'jin does have his R up. Whole lot of Valkyrie does come out. There's a black hole. There's Ancestral coming out. Varian getting so low. Second Ancestral on the Ragnaros, and Zul'jin is all the way out there. And there he goes. Gets run down by the rest of the team. Your Majesty looking for a little bit of damage. A throw from the Garrosh onto the Varian. Can Varian get out of there? Ragnaros does get out of there, but oh, a throw. That was a Zul'jin, or a Garrosh throw of the Cassie into the team. And it looks like that worked out for them. That is 3 deaths for the side of Brickhouse. And I think they can be ending here. I think they can just run it in through the top keep and end it, but yeah. There they go.
Blue team's core is under attack.
Curse is online. Doesn't do a whole lot. It does shut off these other buildings that don't matter a whole lot, because they are not the building that matters that wins the game. And Skyfall is just back here trying to do some damage. Trying to get Garrosh off of the front line, but it looks like Brickhouse is in a position to just simply secure this game. Yeah. Yeah, there's not enough damage that can defeat it. This is looking like a GG for the side of Brickhouse. That is a 2-0 victory in this Season 13 series. GG's to both of the teams. Oof. I gotta say, that last game was a bit more, was pretty good. Was pretty good. Alright, we'll see if we can get, these boys into for a... Did you wingman? Hey, that actually worked. Bang. Take a peek over to these talents. All right. Eh.
Hey, Scoops.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello?
Doing good.
Hello, hello. How's everyone doing tonight?
Doing all right. How are you?
Doing pretty good. If you'll give me 13 seconds,
Yeah, for
this
sure.
ad will finish and we'll be able to chat without anybody, without the ad breaking up whatever's going on.
Sweet.
Okay. So how are you guys feeling tonight?
Dude,
Yeah,
fantastic.
we're feeling good. Yeah, this was a tough team, and we definitely put our prep in, and I feel like it paid off.
Yeah, very well done. Um, yeah, I've scrimmed against these guys as well. They do put up a good fight, I must say.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's take a quick chat about these games. So game one, I loved your comp. Was that just all globes?
It's a point of pride. Yeah, we like globes. Big
Yeah,
fan of
boy.
globes, and we think the globes like us too. And I'm really excited to pull that out.
That's a really fun comp, I gotta say. And Spite is just muy bueno,
Oh yeah, right. It's just how is that allowed?
right? I was a little disappointed to see Johanna not go the globe talent, but I guess if she's in the offlane, she doesn't get the Alex globes.
We did discuss it.
We talked about it,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Um. What else happened in that game besides going that beautiful comp? Uh.
uh,
Uh.
they sniped the objective on top.
Ah,
The
yes.
rag was able to just squeeze it out. That was they put up a great fight on that objective.
Yeah, that was real
Yeah.
close. I saw that. Leoric was like in there, but there wasn't any goons spawned yet.
Yeah, I know. We thought we could bring him down, but got that little meatball out.
Yeah, I gotta say, LTK Skyfall fights like crazy, and they're really tough. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're really good team fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah, very well done. Okay, moving on to game two, taking us to Cursed Hollow. So both these maps were picked by Skyfall, if I'm correct. Do you think they had a particular plan running these?
I think that their offlaners are really good in Your Majesty and Torquin, and they were picking maps that play to those strengths. And I think you saw me struggling with the rag that whole game on game two.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, what else happened here? There's a couple really good boss plays by you guys before you got the boss off before LTK were able to notice. That was pretty good. You were very snappy with those, knowing exactly when to get those. So good job.
Yeah, it feels really nice playing Rhaegar, just giving me as a healer a little bit more agency with doing camps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what do you think of Rhaegar? Because I personally think he is a little less strong since the nerfs, but I don't think he's like that good, you know?
He's definitely not that good. I think the nerfs were strong. I think the biggest problem with him right now is that totem build is it's so high impact for very little effort.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you throw a totem down, and like as the game ramps up, you get all those bonuses like reducing attack speed, reducing spell damage, heals, higher slow, like all that stuff. But all you have to do is put the totem down and it does the work. And you can walk away from it, you can engage with it, but that's what I think is the problem with him at the moment. But I was a big Rhaegar fan even before they changed his totem build. So I'm excited to at least be able to play him.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, Rhaegar just shifts in and out of the meta constantly. So what was the turn? There was a turning around point in which LTK was looking like they're gonna get a swing back, but they did throw it in the last little team fight at your court. What do you guys think happened there?
Uh, I think we kept telling each other on comms that it's just about living, playing back, and letting the core kind of do the work for us. And so I think they moved up just a little bit past in front of the boss, and we were able to take them out and then burn the boss after. But
And
it was real touch and go for a while there.
yeah, and it's because they could take those fights. It's because they're fighting, and their ability to pull stuff off on us was good. It's really capitalized on some moments and almost brought it back.
Yeah, Skyflare was really popping off on that Zul'jin. Props to them as well.
Hot darn.
And I do believe he picked his build specifically for your comp because he did take the anti-armor talent for both Deathwing and the Garrosh.
I know. It
Yeah.
was sad.
And the Cassie too. I didn't even think about that.
Oh, I didn't think about that either. Yeah, true. Damn, we need to fix that.
Yeah. That's about all I have. So if you guys have any moments you want to shout out or any people you want to shout out, the floor is yours.
Jesse?
Yeah, so definitely want to shout out LTK Skyfall. Those guys played really well. I think it's their first. I don't know. I haven't seen them around, so I'm excited to have them in here. And one thing we also like to shout out too is any mental health services. If you need some help, there is help out there. It's covered by all insurances, and it's it has to be. So if you need help, don't be afraid to ask for help. It can make a big difference. So I just like to call that out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And also big shout out to you. Thank you so much for casting.
Oh yeah.
You guys are part of what makes NGS run, and yeah, that's I think that's it. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
My
thanks,
pleasure.
Scoops.
Thank you guys. Have a good one.
Yeah,
Later.
you too. Bye.
Okay. Well, that was a fun couple of games. Thank you everyone for sticking around. I'll find